Last day of the week. Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Yes, sir. LTA fan. Good to see you guys. LTA baby, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the streams. As always, it's your boy, Lorenzo Corrado. We're here. LTA Concepts. Executions live on the stream. Scaling our risk very soon. I'm very excited to have you here as always. The fam is back. Make sure you smash with the like button right now. Let's crush it. Let's continue the process together. And let's slowly take over the industry. Fantastic. Let's get the party started. Looking forward to today here. We got a lot of new guys in our LTA VIP. Incredible stuff. Putting in the work on a day-to-day basis right away. Right? Directly making that decision. Investing in yourself right away. We're going to give you a little tour of the Discord in a second here. Alright? Absolutely incredible. So when you join, make sure you do an introduction. Not everyone has done that yet so far. It's coming in right now, which is fantastic. The traders floor is packed. A winning trade already during the first session if you paid attention. Okay, that's how we do it during London. Incredible stuff. Okay, let's see what we have with us today. Let's go over the chat real quick. There we go. Let's have a nice little conversation, fam. Specifically about gold today. Yesterday, yeah, Nasdaq, you know it. Today's back to gold, back to work, you know, back to our baby. Our little baby. Okay? Fantastic stuff. You see Mondo in the building? Welcome, welcome in the VIP, my friend. Good to see you as well. Crockett says, loving the LTA VIP. Already been addicted to it since I finished trading yesterday. Legend. Hey, joined LTA yesterday. Let's know the Indian market. Lorenzo, the king of LTA. Thanks, brother. Kidan, my G. Solo, are you in a buy? Not yet. Potentially later on. Potentially later on. We'll give you the confirmation here. Cam. Nice, man. Keep it up, bro. Shorts, why didn't he enter? Didn't play out the 1 hour and never broke the highs. Samsur, do you trade live during London? We had an introduction session today during London indeed. Usually we do it around 2 to 3 times a day we do London. Yes, sir. SRV Pro Gamer. Good to see you, my man. Snowfall, good to see you, my G. Andrew. Mondo. As always. No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Rafal. I mean, the fam is back, man. The fam is back. Okay. Let's just do it. It's that time of the day. Okay. The best time of the day. Addicted to these live streams. Why? Because I can feel the congruence. I can see that everyone downloaded the ebook already. All right, that everyone is updated right now about what we're looking at. We're all on the same page. So when we're looking at the setups together, you know exactly what we're looking for. And if you don't, then this is what you're missing out on. You're missing out on the free ebook that we created for you, which took 1.5 years to develop. All right, 74 pages of pure savage information, especially for you. We call that the trading war map. We're going to go to war together. It's the battlefield day in, day out, the New York session. All right, it's where the liquidations take place, if you get what I mean. Fantastic. Make sure you download the ebook if you haven't downloaded it yet. Super important. Otherwise, do not trade with us. I never recommend to trade with us. Why? Because you're going to enter randomly. Something that is not what we're doing here. We're not entering randomly. You know what happened when we entered randomly one time? We lost it. You know what happened when we're trading LTA? 12 trade winning streak. That's what's happening. Okay? So that's it. Patience is winning here. Right? Sometimes patience is the best tool of reference. Very important stuff. Okay? If you want to listen to some music while you're listening to my stream as well, then this might be the playlist for you. The LTA Concepts War. Trading is War playlist by Lorenzo Corrado and Gavin Dantes here. We're adding some new tunes here. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be the best trading playlist ever. Let's make that happen. Okay? Fantastic. Let me know if you guys are ready for the stream and ready for some gold right now. Okay? Let's talk about it. And let's see. Very good. Beautiful. Okay. So number one. Couple things here, right? Gold. Number one. Super important. We talked about that level yesterday. The 2360. Right? The early previous weekly POC at 2343. Most importantly, we came back to the 2360. We said if that's the level and we see a clear entry model, we're going to take a short from there. However, look how choppy it was. It took literally until the London today. The London session today. Before we started to push down here. Alright? Way too long, way too late. Overall here. So nothing in particular that we were looking at or interested in at this particular moment. So we took a Nasdaq trade. Alright? Made some money on the Nasdaq. Nothing too fancy. Not like a master trade. However, it was well executed, well managed. And that's how you should do it, okay? So sometimes, yes, we will go to another pair, like the Nasdaq, for example, or the US 30. Practically the indices only, if you're trading on stream here, if gold is boring, all right? So if gold is boring, you know what we do? We have an alternative setup, all right? For now, gold is not boring. For now, gold is showing some potential here. So first of all, a couple things, right? Let's look at the higher time frame first. We have our limitless indicator right here, the limitless higher time frame candle multi-overlay. If you put it, boom, you have the weekly right here, right next to you. Here you don't, here you do. Super easy. You have your key levels already set, so you know exactly what to look out for. Okay? Again, that rejection came from the 2360 yesterday. Was right there. Look what was there as well. The previous week, right? That's why we utilized the previous Sunday open here. Or the early previous Sunday open, right? From the week before that. You can see that the bottom body, the opening price that week, is now indeed the rejection of what we're currently seeing here. So far, the weekly is pushing us down. We're not looking that particularly strong. However, from now, anything in regards to short setups, right? This was a short setup on the weekly time frame. This is going to be a short setup on the weekly time frame. It's when you break below the Sunday open. So you break below the 2334. That's the level where I would look for continuation shorts. Why? Because if you start breaking the 2330, you have practically easy continuation potential until the 2300. That's why. A lot of potential from that moment, and it's going to be a big move, fam. It's like a 300 something pip move if you see that breaking down here. If you break below the opening price the week. However, that's not the case yet. We're not there yet. Why is that? Because of the fact that if you look here on the 2-hour time frame, okay, you can see right now that we're kind of holding around this key level yet. And anything can happen in the next 30 minutes. You guys know it. Specifically talking about the 4-hour closure. You know it? The 4-hour closure is what matters. All right? Therefore, the 4-hour closure will be closing in around 31 minutes. Do we close above it? There is still hope. There is still potential for a potential push up again, right? Filling up that gap, filling up that holding support or holding above this high potentially still looking for continuation. Do we close below it? Then the Sunday open is next. We're going to potentially get to the Sunday open here. We have to see if there is potential scenarios for short plays. I doubt it for now at this particular moment here. I still see that there is a slight chance we're going to break above the 2348 level. But we're going to find out if that's the case here. All right. The 1 hour did close below. So the 1 hour is invalidated. The only thing that can validate along is the 2 hour. All right. The 2 hour and the 4 hour closing above the 23.34.43, followed by a next push of the highs here. So if you break the 23.47.4, that's when you look for a setup. First, I was looking at an entry model 1 entry. We never broke the highs. We never broke the 23.47. I know there were some guys in our community that took a 30-minute entry, but what's the difference between the 30-minute and the 1 hour? Let me know in the chat, please. Why was it 1 hour more relevant than a 30-minute? I would love to know that. Why was it important to be patient and not be too greedy when looking at the 30-minute time frame here? All right, let me know. What's the difference between the 30 and the 1? It's very important. Okay? Very, very important stuff. Let me see if somebody knows it. 4 hour closure is one layer. Sometimes we do enter before the 4 hour closure, but it happens rarely. But we close multiple candles below. Multiple candles below. Okay? We never reclaimed it. All right? If you want to see a reclaim, you want to see 2 closures above. Again. Okay? 2 closures above that level. We didn't see that. The 1 hour though had that potential. However, we never flipped the highs. If you broke the highs, there was a trade. Stop loss below the lows. And you target the continuation here. So the 1 hour invalidated. The 30-minute invalidated. The only chance now is the 2 hour and the 4 hour to potentially break and close above. Sorry, close above the 23.43 and break above the 23.47. All right, that's a long setup. Anything else for now? Invalidation. Okay, so either price is going to move down towards the 23.34. If that happens and we're going to close below and we're going to push down on the lower time, we're going to see if there's a chance of a trade towards the downside after the 4 hour closure. If price just comes down and it gets right away without an entry model, then the last line of support, is the Sunday open. If we lose the Sunday open, fam, gold is not looking that great. Gold looks at more downside potential. The reason why that's important is by this following candle here. Let me look at this candle multi overlay one more time. Let's put on the monthly time frame this time. Okay, so let's change the weekly to the monthly. Right here. All right, boom. The monthly candle is closing in what? A couple days. All right, to be exact. The monthly candle is closing around 2 days, this many hours here. Okay, so if you see the monthly candle, let me go to gold on another chart real quick. There we go. Monthly. There we go. 2 days and 9 hours. All right, look at this right here. Anything can happen in 2 days and 9 hours, especially when you're seeing this. All right, so do take consideration that the monthly is maybe, and if we close bearish, fam, we're talking about the 22.85. All right, which could be, you never know. You absolutely never know, especially on a Friday, right? We have the Thursday still today. So many sessions still to go through. If you flap bearish here, man, it's not going to look good for gold here. You're going to continue down. You're going to potentially push back towards lower time frames here. Sorry, lower levels here. Okay, 23.30, right? The 21.40, you name it. All right, these are all things to take in consideration. So for now, there is still hope. We still have a last line of what we call last line of defense. All right, sitting at around the Sunday open. And if anything closes below that, it's gonna be not that fancy for gold here. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't look for a bounce here, okay? Because we still have not broken the Sunday open yet. We still not have flipped the weekly candle yet, all right? So anything around this zone gives us still potential scenario. And look at this, buyers are willing to step in here, okay? Potentially closing above that level. And if the next one breaks it, and we create a bottom wick, yeah, then it's worth a long. It's worth a long. Worth a long above the 23.47.4 level. Okay? So yeah, we will find out in around 26 minutes. For now. Okay. But the weekly looks interesting. The rejection, as you can see, was indeed a rejection from the previous weekly bodies, right? The top body, the bottom body of the early previous week and the early previous Sunday open at 2360. That was not really a surprise, but sometimes you can have your analysis correctly, yet the entry model do not appear. So your risk management gets tricky, right? Your risk to reward gets tricky, gets messed up as well. You don't want that. We want to keep it clean. And there are so many opportunities in the market that whenever you don't see it, there are tons of other pairs, setups, you name it. To still look for entries here. So yeah, fantastic. Everyone who joined the London session today for the first time, I hope you enjoyed it. It was an introduction session. We quickly looked at a couple setups, right? We gave you a couple of potential setups you could take consideration. It's important that you are sharp, that you're aware, all right? That's why, for example, the Euro Australian dollar was looking good. We also talked about the dollar against the yen, all right? Who remembers that from the people that were there on our call here today? The dollar against the yen, right? Is still looking interesting above that same level here. So be aware of that level as well. A couple things to still take in consideration. Make sense? Let me know. Let me know. So fantastic that guys are winning in the first session right here, okay? It's important, like I said before, you act like a professional. Once you're in, right? And you're acting like a professional, I'm very, very happy. We had that first call. You guys were, you were perfect from the beginning, okay? Had to train you guys a little bit right away. Set the standard of how we act. We don't swear in our community, all right? We don't do stupid shit. We swear on stream, on this YouTube stream. This is the Wild West, fam. But in our community, in our Discord, where we're willing to learn, where we take trades, where we execute, where we get better, we keep it super professional. We have standards. We expect you to level up your game in all ways. All right? Community is in sync. And everyone is crushing it because we're all on the same page. All right? Winners create winners, man. That's it. Fantastic. RD, goedemiddag. Goedemiddag. Hoe gaat het, man? Leuk je weer te zien. Hey Lorenzo, I asked you for a support job last time. You told me to send me a DM. I did. However, you didn't reach back to me. Yeah, so I got a lot of messages, bro. We'll go through them at some point. And I'll also keep you updated, right? Whenever I have something for you and there is something interesting, like a potential job offer or whatever, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up. Enter model 1 for what, sell or buy. That you should figure that out by downloading the ebook. Go to page 50 and you will see it right away. Hey bro, do you stream London every day if you join our yearly membership? We were aiming to do it around 3 days a week, 3 times a week with my boxing. I have the London session is available on a Monday, the Wednesday, and the Friday. Yeah. So Tuesday and Thursday, I'm not available to trade London session. Yeah. Oh, is it happening? Is the 4 hour gonna close above it? Is that what we're seeing here? We'll find out in a second. The 10-year yield in resistance. That's interesting. You bet if the yield makes a retracement and it potentially does this, that retracement itself might be the retracement we need for gold. Let's see. We're gonna find out soon. Lorenzo, after the giveaway yesterday, you gave me hope in life and trading. I can now see the bigger picture of my life now. My man, yeah, welcome to the VIP, my friend. Thank you for saying that. You won the giveaway yesterday. Access to our private group. And it's an honor, man. It's an honor to have you here. Lorenzo, how do you find the key levels that you are going to trade from? Strictly volume analysis, my friend. Strictly volume analysis. Price volume equals interest. Candle volume equals direction. Session volume equals momentum. The timing of execution. It has to do with the candle closures, candle formations, you name it. The candles themselves show buys and sellers, right? Bid and ask. Buys versus sellers. It gives you a number. We call that the delta. The net difference between buyers and sellers. The price levels are the bid and ask spread amongst a certain level, right? It's price levels in this case. The higher the interest, the more it's going to be interesting for us to look for setups from. That's volume analysis in a nutshell. We use a couple tools for that. Number one, the fixed range volume profile. Number two, our entry models. Very nice. Anyways, okay, please tell me how to find the fixed PoC. Page number, or you cannot figure it out? Yeah, you draw the fixed PoCs by selecting ranges, okay? That's the only thing, right? Swings and fixed ranges. So this is important actually. If you go to the ebook and you go to page number 9, you have 4 different ways, right? The weekly, the daily, the fixed, and the swing. The weekly and the daily are only built up around timing, like certain times in the market. So the previous day, the early previous day, like a full daily candle of the day before or the day before that, the week before that, early weeks before that, right? The fixed, it says it all, right? Fixed. It's irrelevant of time. So you're looking at specific patterns, ranges. Same for the swing, a swing low to swing high, right? These are 2 different layers here. So you have 2 that are related to time and 2 that are unrelated to time, which are the fixed and the swings. That's more pattern recognition. So that's, yeah, you will see this coming along a lot more later on. Let's see if you can find the swing. Well, maybe you have like a bigger range here. You see that? That's a fixed range. For example, okay, so if price would go to the 23.15, we might see a reaction from that level. That's a fixed range, right? A complete range that you can see right here based upon this zone. But what tends to happen is that you range, right? You expand. You range, you expand. You range, you expand. That's usually what you're looking for. Okay, please check the Nasdaq. Yeah, we can check the Nasdaq later on. We're not going to trade the Nasdaq for now, like we did yesterday at least, unless, gold is doing nothing at all. If price keeps going down, 18,672. Yes. Beautiful. How long will the VIP be open for? At least a week or so? Around a couple more days. We do not have an exact time. We're gonna look at the community and that's it. When we feel it's enough, it's enough. The same thing like we did before with our community as well. When we feel it's enough, it's enough. And that I based this purely on the communication in the group. The communication, the quality, like it has to do with quality. That's all it has to do with. All right, that's why first 100 people, these guys are trained. Next one, right? It's a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. We're gonna have 5 waves, right? Number 1 trains 2, 2 trains 3, 3 trains 4, right? 1 gets better every time, 2 gets better every time. That's what we're looking at. The hierarchies are gonna be placed soon. So it's only better for the people that join now, because that's the moment when you actually can start, being in these first waves. Most importantly, we make sure that we, only accepted 100 people and that's it. We're closed right away. We might do, double today or this time double, for example. We're getting there already, but it's all about quality. You should look at the free chat. You should look at the VIP. This is nothing we can do about it. It's impossible to train the guys in the traders chat, in our free chat, because it's too much, right? Too many. It's still fun, but it's just on a different level. Makes sense. I hope that we're close above the early PC. Because this is the 4-hour closure. And if the 4-hour closure decides to close above it and we set in a bottom wick and we break above. I mean, yeah, that's a good sign. So 40 minutes, a lot can happen in that time frame. A lot can happen. If you start pushing, if you start closing above, the next candle comes down and we flip it. That's a trade for sure. If we close above it, right? Slightly. There is also a chance of, again, the same thing as what we did last time. An entry model 2. That means the lower time frame. You're gonna get an expansion. You're gonna draw the swing from the swing low to high, like the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame, and you wait for a reaction from there. Okay. It's gonna increase your risk to reward. It's gonna decrease your stop loss. But you need the right confirmations. There is a chance you're gonna miss out on the setup, which is fine. If you think your stop loss is gonna be too big, then that's your way to go. Waiting for the entry model 2. Yeah, I do have to say that the trader chat has been improving a lot, man. Ever since LTA became the main, tool of reference, you could see the quality going up here. Yeah, 100%. Did you hear about the beef between Raya, Banks, and Danvo? Now I'm updated, yeah. Now I'm updated. I was not updated before. Yesterday's stream. Now I'm all updated. Some fire in the industry, or what? I don't know. We're just doing our thing, right? We are just doing our thing. Yeah, I mean, it's to be really honest with you, like, I don't know Donvo, right? That well, like, to be really honest with you. And there is not like beef and stuff, but yeah, like, I kind of have like a feeling, you know, I don't know. You could say people's knowledge, right? There's like a Dutch saying for that, but anyways. And then I'm like, you know what? He doesn't seem like that guy that would do something like that at all. I just don't see it being realistic. I think people are fucking with them. That's my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Why don't you put the previous daily very low? Market is holding there. So previous daily very low. We can do that if you want. It's sitting at 2350. So you know. Yeah. $23.50, yeah. 10 minutes. Are we gonna close below or above it? That's the question of today. That's the main question of today. The 4-hour closure. Because if this happens, fam, if the 4-hour closes below it and the next 4-hour wick comes into the early previous weekly PoC and we flip the body, yeah, then I am gonna go short towards the Sunday open, I think, from that confirmation of the 4-hour. It's a smaller trade setup. But if you stay around there, then yeah, there is definitely potential. Yeah, the youth is getting bought up again, right? We closed the 8-hour as well in 8 minutes. Yeah. It's kind of like an entry model 1. If you break this low on the 1-hour time frame, but it's a small trade. It's something like that. Oh, we're already going. We're already going. If we're already going, then the Sunday open is next. Seven minutes, all right. Nice. What do you think about a bounce from the current weekly very low on the 1-hour? I think we're already way past that. We're already broke. We already broke it. We already broke it. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna close above the 23. I don't think we're gonna close the 4-hour above it. Then the Sunday open is next, geez. Trust me, that's the biggest level of the week. Last line of defense. Anything below, bye-bye for gold. It's not looking good. Even though the daily opened very forced. You see that? Very, very forced. Very forced. All right, let's see what we can do from here then. Fine, that's fine on the 4 hour. As long as we close there, around here. Hey Lorenzo, I have to say, man, that we're on a break of structure where we've seen higher highs in this bear flag and now we broke below the last swing low. You're talking about this low and this high, right? And a change of character in that manner. Yeah, the thing is that, you know, what I've seen a lot is that you swipe the lows here, right? You swipe the lows. You take out the stop loss below. And you flip it and you close the 4 hour candle still above it. And then you have a huge liquidity sweep right here below the low and you still close above it to then break the high to look for continuation. In this case, you didn't, indeed. So you could say that this was a 30-minute entry. 50-minute entry. But I usually never enter 50 minutes before the 4 hour closure. Because literally anything can happen. I should show you a spreadsheet where we measured the fake outs of a move of the 4 hour around 9 p.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. and how significant that is. Reclaim above the early PC, still bullish, still looking for continuation. Facts. The Sunday open though is what matters right now. Let's stick on a 50-minute, fam. Let's stick on a 15-minute. Yeah. Nico with the $100 donation. Whoa, man. Dude. You could have bought the LTA membership, my friend. Would have been a better investment, my man. Shout out to you, G, man. Okay. We're gonna give away another, yeah, because of you, we're gonna give away another access maybe later, or cash, whatever. We always use this for giveaways, so yeah, man. And I will remember your name, my friend, Nico, for the giveaway. Have you entered anything here? No. The 4 hour closure is now in like, what, 2 minutes? I hope that gold will make, you know, some moves today. Some nice solid moves today. Yeah. Lawrence says, the combination of the e-book and LTA lecture series is truly insane. Game changer. Love it, my friend. And this is just the beginning because we're gonna, you know, we do not have a cap in regards to videos, right? It's not gonna be like a course, right? When we're talking about LTA concepts in a series, it's not like a course. It's consistent uploads, like week by week by week by week. There's always room for innovation and optimization. So, no man, for sure. Absolutely. I have an idea to bring LTA to another culture. How can I get in touch with you from your team? Message the customer support ticket, my friend. Spanish would be nice. Spanish would be good. LTA Spain. LTA Spain. It's gonna help a lot of people, that's for sure. Yeah, we were thinking about the next edition. So the next edition of our book. I was even thinking about a hard copy. Also, of course, you can get it for free. You know, the ebook. But if you are a real G, you buy the hard copy. That's how it goes. Yeah. Okay, we closed the 4-hour, fam. 4 hours been closed. Bearish. Indeed, tapping into this, current weekly very low level. I take this level very serious for sure. There we go. Sorry, early previous weekly very low. The same as the level where we reacted from the POC. It's now the lower time frame. It's now the very early previous week very low. So yeah. Anyways, we're hovering between the early previous week POC and the early previous week very low. That price come down a little bit more. Let's see how we respond here. Why buy a hard copy when you can print it? Like I said, it's for the real G's out there. It's the quality, right? It's that tangible feeling of holding something. At least that's how I do it. When I know the product itself is free, but I just like to have and own the real thing just because. It's just an emotional connection. It's not for any money-making purposes or whatsoever. You're not gonna make anything on that. It's you know how it goes. Yeah, there's a big chance. I'm still looking to buy above the early POC if we reclaim this level, man. To take it, to continue to take it back up again. If we're holding here, then that's definitely a scenario. If you're gonna come back towards these zones, yeah, you're gonna go to the 15 minute. You're gonna look for entries here. To then look for a bounce. Unless you break below it, of course, it's a different story. But if you start bouncing from here already, then a reclaim above the early previous week POC is the trade. How much for the hard copy? I have no idea. I haven't done my research, my friend. I don't know how much that costs to create and distribute. I have no idea. I really don't know. Good morning, Lorenzo. I'm from Argentina. Is the book available in Spanish? Thank you very much. Not yet, but maybe in the next edition. Maybe in the next edition we will make sure that the Spanish version is included. It will be really nice though. I think it's important. I think it's important. We got a lot of Spanish people here because of my name, right? They see my name, they think I'm some sort of a muchacho. Even though my father is, I'm a mixed blood. Mm-hmm. Where is your father's side from? So my father's side is a Roman. He comes from the Roman Empire. I mean, what do you think I'm doing here? LTA. We have a break, we go sell. Well, I'm very impressed. I don't know, man. This 4-hour candle, I'm very impressed with how strong we're pushing here. Yeah, very impressive. Well, let's see what the dollar is doing, just to see what's happening. Very, very interesting. Like, the thing is, if I buy here, then my stop loss is gonna be so big. You guys will not be happy. You guys are not gonna be happy. Let's see. Because that's the break, that's the trade, that's the liquidity. That's the zone, the Sunday open and the current weekly very low. That's the high that broke the low here. Let's go with the lower time frame. Five minutes to be exact. Okay, so we have this. It's the same level. That's interesting. It's still big. It's still big though. The risk reward is good, but it... Let me see. If you see this break, 2350, yeah, 57. Very high of that fixed range. That's very impressive, man, how the POC is holding up. We're gonna, this is the moment of truth though, because like, we're again below this initial zone. But it's a very strong 4-hour candle. You don't want to trade against that. You don't want to trade against that. You don't want to short when the 4 hour is this strong here. You don't want to do that. At least I don't want to do that. Let's put it this way. Okay, give me 1 second. I need a drink. I'm back in 1 minute max. I'm gonna hurry up. We're getting to something important here. Yeah, so anyways. So for example, the entry model 350 minute, right? The thing about it is, this is what you want to trade. This is usually what I'm looking for. It's the entry model 3 right here. You close above the high that put in the last low. You tap into your key level. So you manipulate into that key level. And of course, you start targeting the highs. You start targeting the highs, right? Same thing as what we've done here during London session. Australian dollar, euro against Australian dollar. We started to consolidate here. You manipulated the lows. And you broke internally above the highs that put in the lows. All right, this was our trade. Entry model 3, 50-minute time frame. We targeted, of course, the Sunday open. Rejection from the Sunday open right now. Right? That's kind of what you're seeing. However, in this case, the manipulation, let's call this the manipulation here, is usually, what you can't control is the deviation from it. So the size of the deviation. So the size of the manipulation here. In this case, it's a move of around 80 pips. So it's a big move. So if you talk about risk management, the conservative play would be stop loss below the lows when you break the highs right now. Right? So you close, let's say, the 15-minute now above it. And it's usually a very good sign. It's usually a very bullish sign. Okay? Now, this might be a big stop loss, but it's the best trade. Let's put it this way. Because you target the Sunday open again, or sorry, the highs of the open. The risk to reward is still great. It's still decent enough. So that's one layer. Now you want to, of course, have at least a 50-minute closure above the highs that put in the lows. Now, if that's too big, right, which I can totally get, then either skip it or you wait for an expansion and a retest on entry model 3 retest. We've seen that many times before. We break above it, we pull back, and it holds around the break. And you look for an entry from there. Then your stop loss can suddenly be much tighter. So it totally depends on what you prefer and what your risk management is like and how big your account is. Because the last thing you should do is entering here, putting your stop loss there or no stop loss at all and getting liquidated here. And trust me, I say that and it sounds stupid, right? But it's it's very common for people to do that. So we're trying to avoid that, right? It's better to not take it then in that manner. I'm not worried about this low, about this structure. I'm also not worried about the fact that we create a lower low, because even if you create a lower high and you come down, you still have to trade. And Mr. Awesome says, I feel gold is still bearish. So where do you base your feelings on? Where do you base your feelings on? I have to say, I do like it. I do like what we're doing here. If you start seeing the breakout here, I do like it. You know, the consolidation manipulation into our key level and then breaking above it here. And especially because this is the 4-hour candle. If the 4-hour decides to flip bearish, game over, of course, yeah. But then you have to understand that, you know, we're looking at continuation plays anyways. Let's keep it close on the 5-minute. I want to see what the 5-minute does here. Let's see, something like that. Let's see. Five-minute time frame. It's usually a good sign, man. That V-shape recovery. After that manipulation here, that this consolidation. If you start breaking above this high, that put in the low, you start breaking a lot of. There's just a lot of confirmations based upon the 4-hour as well. Now I know that the yield is in resistance, so the only thing that needs to happen is the yield needs to flip. It's consolidating right now. For like that real follow through. And the last one is if you break this high, right? That comes down towards the 4-hour break. But yeah, let's sit it out for now. Let's be a little bit patient here. You should test it out. This is what you should test out at one point. I'm not joking. You should, with a very small count, or maybe demo count. Try, and this is what I'm still in the process. I need to have at least 1,000 trades, right? In testing, like simulation. Try. And it's harder than it looks like now, but try to take limit orders from the previous weekly levels and the early previous weekly levels. Test it out. Let's test it out together. You will see. It's super interesting. And it's pure scalping. It's a scalping variant, scalping strategy. Traded this at Bitcoin, previous week very low, 62K. Let's bounce from there to the all-time high. Nice, bro. I'm gonna talk about this in a sec. I'm gonna look at it later, for sure. Lorenzo, do you test on demo before moving to real? 100%. If I testing out new entry models, I'm testing it out on a demo account, right? I do, let's say, 1,000 trades demo, and then I want to trade at least 50 trades live after the demo has been done. Same thing for entry model 1, 2, 3, same thing. Isn't entry model 1 confirmed? Yes, but the only thing is that you're now sitting at exactly the early previous weekly POC, right? Where we initially got rejected from. So I want to see at least some closures. Why is your room dark? Ah, that's a good point, actually. Forgot about that. Thank you, bro. I felt that something was different. Yeah, so the solid confirmation is above the highs. It's still the same thing. It's that 2-hour break, but there is a but. The idea is that you enter before that. Why? Because you want to target this high and you want to manipulate this high. You want to secure yourself when you broke that high. You want to make sure it's like a free runner when you're breaking, because then there are two scenarios. You're gonna break above it, right? You manipulate, you take out the liquidity, you flip, and you're secured. Or it keeps going, and you have a runner. So I don't want to enter when it breaks it, unless you close like an hourly candle maybe above it, and then wait for the retest. That's the highest risk to reward setup. If you start breaking the highs here, you start coming down, you look for that retracement, you draw the swing profile on the lower time frame, you get your POC, and you look for an entry. But you can see that sellers are still willing to defend here. So yeah, 20-minute closure. Lorenzo, there's a new CPI trade video. Watch it. Send it to me, my man. Where can I find it? Is it one of these? No. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Or similar to that. How can I find an accurate POC without an indicator? You can't. It's impossible. You cannot see the volume. It's like, this is like having an X-ray vision. The same thing as the footprint chart. It's like an X-ray vision of what's happening behind the scenes. All right, same thing as what you see here. Yeah, so if you close this 30-minute candle be above it here, above the 23.44, I will set my intention to go long and take out the highs here, and then hopefully push through it to create some of a gap fill as well. But I definitely want to be in position before that high is taken out, and not during the breakout. The idea is that you break above the EPC again, the EPW again, sorry. Like you do now, you close it, there comes a wick in it, and you create an entry model 1, either for the breakout, or you just look for that instant continuation play. So these are the two scenarios. Price comes down. And then you're going to make a move. So it's either going to be entry model 1 here, but you need to get more liquidity. You break out. You have an entry model 1. You have a really tight stop loss. That's option A. So option A is you close this 30-minute candle. You create an entry model 1 here. Right, these wicks. And you start breaking the highs. All of a sudden what you can do is then put your stop loss, your entry there, your stop loss below here. And you target, of course, the highs. That's option A. The only problem is that if you break out beforehand, it's done. That's option A. The second option is you close above it. You enter on the flip of the body right away, the next 30-minute candle. So then this candle closes in 1 minute to 40 seconds. If it closes above it and the next candle creates a bottom wick and it flips and it breaks the high, that's your trade. But the problem is stop loss needs to be below the bodies. It's a still good risk reward, but your stop is going to be bigger. So it's up, you know, it's kind of like from your side for the bullish scenarios. What do you prefer? You prefer to wait for an entry model 1 or an entry model 3. Sorry, an entry model 2. So an entry model 1 is that wick, tapping into that zone and flipping it, putting your stop below it. Or an entry model 3 on the higher time frame, which is breaking the internal highs here, having that confirmation, and then stop loss below the lows with a bigger stop. That's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah. All right, let's see then. Obviously, these highs is where I'm looking at, right? These highs right here. That's what I want to take out. I want to take out the highs that are built up right there. The liquidity is built up right there. So that means we set in the bottom wick now into our key level. And we break bullish and we have a bigger stop. That would be the more, let's say, conservative play that could induce like the breakthrough. If we flip it, right? So this is like a scenario. You see the 4-hour flip. You're gonna get stopped out. Then the question is, are you gonna break below the Sunday open? Well, then it's a free roll all the way down. So that's also a plan B, right? It's like, okay, you take a hit. But this is what I'm liking to see, to be real honest with you right now. Is that break, that stop, and the target of the Sunday open highs when you break above here. That's the trade at least I'm gonna take for today. So it's this break, the stop below, and the target above here once again. Break above this and that. Then once we break it, done deal. Yeah, the only way if you continue to break higher, like there are a lot of trapped shorters there. Oh, what's happening? Training view. The rebreak. Yeah, it's the rebreak. You have that rebreak. Would have preferred to enter earlier. The risk to reward is still good. Yeah. The re-break of the candle. Not the highs, the candle. And looking for that continuation play. There's also a chance of a retest now. I do like the fact that we didn't broke it yet, so that we're building. That's only a good sign in my opinion. That you're not breaking it, because the moment you will break it, you might have the chance of that follow through. And that follow through is where the magic happens. And if you never get there and you break down, you don't get triggered. So please be aware of spreads. But I think that the bigger stop is the safer solution. Or we need to wait another 10 minutes and then take the next one on the 15 minute. And then you have an entry model 1. So it's gonna come. And look at the dollar and the DXY. Yeah, no, they're still pushing. But gold is not pushing down. It's holding up very strong. And we're almost at our next zone. It's just right there. So that's all in all a good sign. Yeah, for now I'm still looking at longs. Because the more we're pushing down, the better I like it if you break it. If you reflip and break it, the more bullish I will be. The dollar is a previous weekly very high. Thank you, man. Let's do look at the dollar indeed. Because the dollar is indeed pushing up. It's actually crazy that gold is holding up that strong while when the dollar is in a run. And there we go. We're almost there, yeah. Such a key level for the dollar. You bet. If the dollar gets rejected there and we break the highs, that's a trade. Let's see. Let's see what happens with the dollar here. If the dollar shows us a sign of weakness, gold is gonna do it. Gold is gonna go. Because if it's already holding this strong, when the dollar is pushing up, what else is gonna push gold down then? The New York Stock Exchange has opened already. Patience. Patience, because if this holds here, we close here. And the next candle does the same and it breaks the highs of an entry model 1. We have a tighter stop loss. It's going to increase our profits tremendously if this trade turns out to be a success. Yeah, dollar already is starting to face difficulties around here. I think this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think it's worth it. If the dollar indeed gets that rejection here, and we close this 5-minute candle in 30 seconds, then I'm gonna enter a long for gold. I'm gonna sit it out. I'm gonna put the stops below. We have the early previous week POC as our level, our core level of support, and it's gonna be a little bit of a bigger stop. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put biceps above and stops below. The main thing I want to do is I want to make sure, like, I'm not worried about the lows. The main thing is I want to make sure that the early PoC is holding us as kind of like, as somewhat of a security layer. So yeah, okay, if you flip it, there we go. Then that's what I want to see. 2347.5. Again, be aware of spreads for you as well. I don't know what kind of account you have or brokerage account you have, whatever. So yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna do, at least. But yeah, we tapped into the early previous weekly very low and the Sunday open. Strong reaction from that level. Very strong. On the 4-hour closure. So, you know, I never look for shorts, you know, above the opening price week. We need to, when you're here, we break below it, we come down, So yeah, I would short below here. I would short below the 23.34. I would definitely do that. And if you flip bullish now, then we're gonna be in our trade. Thanks for the ebook. Got it today. We'll start studying it. Yeah, man, we're heading towards the 15,000 downloads. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. The 15,000 downloads in around 6 weeks. Crazy, fam. Crazy. We're not in yet, no. No, we're waiting for the flip. That's the flip that we're looking at. If we do this, if we break below the Sunday open, obviously we're gonna cancel our buy stop, right? And we're gonna look at potential sell continuations from the lows, but with confirmation. That's all it is. Yeah. Anyways, what's the difference between buy, sell, stop, and buy, sell limit? So a sell stop or a buy stop gives you the opportunity to continue the direction you're looking into. So if you want to buy while price is moving up, you can set a buy stop so price continues to drive up. If you look for a buy limit, price has to come down for you to buy, for you to expect it to go up. All right, the sell limit, the same thing. If you place a sell limit here, you expect it to go down. If you place a sell stop and price is coming down, you expect it to continue to drive down. I'm actually testing out another strategy in the back, which is the entry model 1. Risk, sell, stop, buy and sell, stop, trade management. So that means that I'm entering an entry model 1 regularly. And if it fails, then I'll enter a sell stop when it breaks the lows. Let's say I'm looking for a buy, and the buy entry model 1 fails, and we break the lows. I'm entering a sell stop to hedge myself. Wait, to first hedge myself. Let price develop. And wait for the confirmation. Keep my sell open. Close my buy. And hedge my trade, let's say. Okay? But again, this is really, really... yeah, it's really in process now, still. I would not do this on stream, though. I don't think so. Look at the yield. Yeah, that's why gold's coming down here. But that's why we're now above that. We're major zone here. So if we start seeing rejection, then... I'm super impressed. You have to understand that the yield went up so much. And gold... nothing crazy. Well, it's coming down, but it's nothing too crazy. This level where it's at still. The previous week very high. Look at the Nasdaq. Huh. Anyways, look at the lower time frame swing on gold. Okay. I don't see anything special, bro. The lower time frame swing very low. Is that what you mean? I would never long here. I would not long here, personally. You're below the early PoC. Way too tricky for me to long here. Long above there. Especially after that rejection now. And then a reclaim of that move. I would take a long there. Yeah. GJ is nice as well for people that are interested in trading GJ. Very nice. Early PoC, daily PoC here. I'm not sure if there are GJ traders here, by the way. Are there any guys trading GJ? Very nice. I like this continuation trend here. We call this trend spotting. Holding above the early previous daily POC, going to the lower time frame, waiting for a high to be broken. Right here, enter model 3. After it took out the lows, and then take a long, stop loss below, target the highs, continuation to the upside. Yeah, I like DJ. If DJ breaks the high, not for stream, but I do like it. Gold reacted from the early previous daily POC. Yeah, okay. Well, that's no trade for sure. It's still in a bigger range. Bro, have you watched the video? Are you in our private group? If so, watch this video. All right? Watch this last video. We talk about exactly when to utilize the early previous day. Gonna be very useful. It's about trend spotting, right? It's about understanding the trend of the market in that sense. When you're in a bigger range, it's usually not that important. Usually. At least based upon the, how do you say that? The testing. Yeah, we can talk about it a bit deeper later, for sure. I think it's definitely important. Okay, I really like this, fam. If you start seeing the 30-minute here, closing around here, the next candle creates a bottom wick and it flips and it breaks it, then that's a clean enter model 1 actually. So I might be able to adjust my trade now. In 6 minutes you have the break above it, the reclaim of the early POC. The next 30-minute candle, closing hopefully something like this. The third candle, the entry candle, creates a bottom wick and it flips and breaks this high. That will turn into an entry model 1 trade. On the 30-minute. Which is also an hourly closure. So that's the trade. We can now, the reason why this is great, so I'm gonna close my position for now. Okay. The reason why this is good is because we have our tighter stop loss. A smaller stop loss. Something like that. And then we can target the highs. That's a 2-to-1. That's good. So that entry model 1 is now the trade here. Okay, it's no longer an entry model 3 because the entry model 3 was there. It didn't break the high here, but then you had to put your stop loss down. Now, if you see this candle closure above the early POC, then the stop loss can be there. It's a big difference from there to there, significantly. So then yeah, that would be the ideal case scenario. So I'll rather take the risk of missing out on a trade by waiting for that enter model 1 to have a tighter stop loss, to then look for continuation and then create that enter model 1 setup. If you guys get that, press a yes in the chat, please. Because that's what we're then looking for. They have a double wick confirmation of the early previous weekly POC on the 30-minute and 1 hour closure. Because of the fact that you came down, you tapped into your key level, you created a tunnel. This is, let's say, the tunnel. You break out of the tunnel, you swipe, you get into it, you close this candle above it. The next candle does the same thing and it breaks the highs. And then we don't have to put our stop loss there. We can put our stop loss below the wick, which is much better. So I rather wait for that. So I hope we don't blow up, we don't go up too much. Or let's say we don't break the highs. You know, that would be the better trade here. So yeah, that's good. A reclaim level, right? The reclaim of the early POC. Okay, please answer my question. What are the benefits you get on the private group which we don't get on the live streams? I mean, you have the whole community backing you up. You have a complete series. You have all the setups from our group, from everyone sharing setups. You have the London sessions. We have the education events. We have, you name it. I mean, there's so much. But you need to have the right mindset. We have refunded a couple guys that didn't have the right mindset. Like, we really don't care. Like, for the people that are in, I think you know that we really care about the quality of the people that are in the group. We talked it yesterday on stream. We said rotten apples, remember? The gremlins. They come in and they're like, oh, they're trying to find things to crush it. To put everyone's energy down. It's really, really nasty, actually. There is always that one friend that puts your energy down, right? And these people are gone, are non-existent in our group. There is no way we can accept that. One minute 40 secs. Not secs, but 40 seconds. Mike said the private group is professional, great guys, setups, love the way to learn. Best thing I've ever done, I love it. And this is only 6 weeks, fam. LTA Concepts feels like a century. But it's only 6 weeks old. Can you believe that? What would happen in a year from now, fam? What would happen in a year from now? A year from now. Where would we stand in a year from now, fam? You and me. If you can get these many results in that period of time from somebody never hearing of LTA concepts before, volume analysis before, entry, a year, fam, a year. Lorenzo, is your 12 win streak gonna close? Gonna close? You mean, is my 12 win streak gonna be over? At some point, it's gonna be over, yeah. At some point, it's gonna be over. That's for sure. At some point. Okay, I'm gonna set my buy stop there. entry model 1 on the 30-minute time frame. I want to make sure we have a bottom wick before I place it. I want to make sure I have a bottom wick before we place it. If you don't have a bottom wick, I can't place it. Okay. Yes. I clicked on it, right? Come on, man. Is it lagging? Or is it activated? I don't want to click it again because I made that mistake before. Anyways, my buy stop is going to be at 2347.85. Let me close it. Yeah, you see? Okay. Yeah, my bicep is set, fam. 2347.85. Stop loss is now below. It's an entry model 1 on the 30-minute time frame. Early previous weekly POC reclaim after the retest of the early previous weekly. Very early on the Sunday open. It's that breakthrough moment. Stop goes below the previous wick. And I'm looking for continuation to the upside right here. Okay. There's a level in between, which is important, which is going to be the 2350, the 2351, the 2354, and that's it. 2 levels I need to keep a close eye on. If you break above it here. Okay, my order is set. Toilet. I did my best. I did my best for you, my friend. Yeah, so my bicep is there. Hope you guys get the entry model. Do you get the entry model? Let me know in the chat, please. Yes, type in a yes one more time. I want to make sure that everyone is on the same wavelength. At least the OGs that have read the ebook right now at the moment, that understand what we're looking at. Okay. Let me set it in 2247.85. Enter model 1. $30-minute. Gonna set a note here. Reclaim. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. You got, yes, nice. Yeah, this is the reclaim. A reclaim variant, okay? The 30-minute. We were initially looking for an entry model 3. The reason why is because you see that consolidation here. You manipulate, you get into your key level, and you manipulate, and you break, or you take out the highs to put in the low. Which was initially a great idea, but the stop loss was very big. Because you had to put your stop loss below the lows. We started to consolidate here. On the 30-minute time frame now, we managed to close a wick into our key level again. The early previous week in POC. We reacted from it many times before, yesterday as well. Okay. The day before as well. It's a very common level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very important level. A lot of volume traded around this level. That reclaim is now where it's at. The other thing is the hourly candle has closed above it. The 4-hour candle, right, has around 3 hours to go. So the 30-minute here is giving you that wick. And if you break the highs, you have your third candle, which is your entry model. So we managed to tighten up our stop loss from, you know, this to this. It's better. Much better. Can actually put it slightly below here. And the stop slightly below here. There we go. 2247.5. Be aware of spread. It looks like short continuation on gold to 2337.8. Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, then we don't have, you know, we will not get triggered in our position. Pretty straightforward. Yo, fam, didn't we reach the 80k yesterday? We did the 80k giveaway yesterday, right? Smash up the like button. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are you streaming on Twitch? No. Nope, 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 nope. No. Dun, 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 dun. 1 to 5 minute time frame. The 30-minute is super clear. If you look at our last win streak, right? Current win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 90% of our trades are on the 30-minute. Wait, one, two, yeah, a lot. Anyways, a lot. It's very significant. I'm gonna calculate exactly how many, what the percentage is gonna be. But it's not randomly, right? You have to understand, it's after the hourly closure as well. So the 4 hour has closed now. The 1 hour has closed above. And the 30-minute candle is an entry model, right? The 30-minute entry model. So regardless of the outcome of this trade, this is for me straight math. I do like it a lot. And I expect, like I see now already, facing difficulties here. Same for the dollar. We're not in the exact key level yet. I bet we're going to have some difficulties there as well. It's pure coincidence, to be really honest with you, because the 30-minute can also be in the 1 hour. It can be on the 4 hour. It can be on the 2 hour. It can be on the 15-minute. It usually doesn't go below the 15-minute. Not that often, at least, on the entry model. Entry model 1. I think we only had a 5-minute entry. Most of them are in a 15-minute. So King J says GJ trade. Yeah, GJ looks incredible. If we break the highs here, incredible trade. I would take that trade any day of the week. You bet. So yeah, I was so impressed with all the members that came yesterday. That were straight up G's. The first, the wave of people that came in, the 100 people first. The activity was already massive for the amount of people. Now we're going to build an army. Now it's time to build an army. I want LTA to become massive. I really want LTA to become like huge. And I truly believe it has the potential to become massive. I really believe this. Because it's unique. It works flawlessly. It's not too complicated yet. It's very mechanical. It's very logical. So it's very good for logical, rational people. Yeah. I have a good feeling, fam. LTA will conquer YouTube at some point. LTA E-Book. That's a nice little story. My signature. And the good thing is we're doing it live, right? So you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You know? All these videos, yeah, I made $15,000. This is how I did it. Yeah, it's fine. It's great that you did that. But if I trade, let's say, and I take 100 trades and that one trade is a monster trade, then I'm gonna, of course, talk about that monster trade, right? Am I wrong? I'm gonna talk about that monster trade. Obviously, that's not gonna be, this is life, fam. This is win, win, lose, win, lose, win. This is the real deal. And some people like to live in an illusion. They love to live in that illusion. Because they don't understand that losses are also part of the game. Okay, we're at a 12 winning streak right now, right? But losses are part of the game. So you can focus, you can watch all these videos from guys that like showed that like, I made 20,000 in this one trade. And this is how I did it. It's so cool. So cool. It's cute. Yet, I can do that too. And say, you know what? I'm just gonna trade every day. And I'm gonna just pick that one trade that was a big trade. And I'm gonna post that one on YouTube. So yeah, if you introduce a new system, a new strategy, then show it. Show it. Show it. Show it live. I kind of like that. This is like the new thing, right? Live streaming is the new thing. It's like the new deal. Real time. For the rest, I think the trading industry itself gets really inflated. It's like the dollar. It's like the United States dollar. That's the trading industry in a nutshell. So, couple of guys I really like though. Okay, so it's not black and white. It's definitely not black and white. A bunch of good stuff happening in the scene as well. So where's the farm, fam? So what were you doing in your life before you started trading or streaming? I actually did an interview with a guy, a friend of mine. It's a Dutch guy. You should watch it. Yeah, I still think this is a great entry if you break it. If 30-minute candle, this is where it gets invalidated, right? If the 30-minute candle closes below the 23.43, it's cancelled. Lorenzo, I'm the Google Drive guy and I got triggered and in a losing position right now. We still evaluate the setup with possible 3 wicks, even if this 30-minute candle is red, but with a wick. If the next candle takes out the previous candle and it still flips it, I would do it. Yeah, I would think about it. Yeah, we're almost there, fam. This is, I think, what we're waiting for. For the PoC very high. If you tap into this level for the dollar, and we see rejection, then gold is gonna fly. Very important level. You want to know where we got this level from? It's the previous weekly very high. Alright, you have the POC. You reacted from the POC already. You see that? You reacted from the POC already. Look at that. Beautiful. Really nice. You broke above it. You retested it. You continue up. The previous weekly very high is next. So if you see a reaction, a rejection here, short term, then and gold is holding above and close above it, yeah, then at some point, fam, and we're gonna flip it. The dollar, the correlation is good now at the moment, holding up nicely. This move down for the dollar that you see here was this move up for gold. So where are you guys from? Do we have some South Americans here as well? Some South Africans as well. Mexico. Nice. The UK, France, Germany, Norway, London, Morocco, Holland, Poland. A lot of Europeans. Bulgaria, Syria, Singapore. If we're going to do an event soon with LTA, our first live LTA event, it's going to be in Singapore. Yeah, we're going to organize something somewhere, maybe the Marina Bay Sands, chilling on the rooftop after party, right? In case you don't know what the Marina Bay Sands is, for the people that don't know what Singapore is, the Marina Bay Sands Singapore rooftop. That's this right here. Just so you know, if we're gonna do something, it's gonna be epic. Denmark, Tanzania, sorry, Mexico, a lot of Mexicans as well. Turkey as well, Thailand, Iran. Nice. Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome, man. Our first official live event. No idea what to expect. Okay, important moment. 5 minutes left for the 30-minute. We better close above it. We better close above the early piece POC at 2343.37. To then, yeah, flip. Bullish. Ooh. All right, okay. Let's see where we close this one. That's a significant push, though. That's a significant push. That's a significant push. Youth has issues here. Youth is facing, Youth has an issue. The dollar is still strong. So of course, this is not gonna help gold. We know that. We know that. Yeah, the price now is, like, I'm very impressed how strong it's holding. Very impressed. With the dollar moving this much. From 8 a.m. we've seen this move. We were 8 a.m. at the same price. We were exactly here. So gold is not gonna run. I'm gonna be honest with you. Gold is not gonna run if the dollar keeps going like that. But the moment the dollar stops, slows down, I already entered in a gold line. What to do now? Well, yeah. What can I say, man? What can I say? Unless you entered on your own terms, then you know what you should do right now. You know what you know. If you didn't enter, let's say LTA wise, right? And you had your own strategy, then you know what you should do now. Because it's your own strategy. Man, look at the dollar. It keeps going. Listen, if we close in like 2 minutes here, this 30-minute candle, and the dollar is looking like this, I have to get out. I have to cancel my order here. I need to wait for the hourly. Because, yeah, you understand why. I'm very impressed with the dollar though, like how strong, sorry, with gold, how strong it's holding. Don't get me wrong. And also with gold, how good it's holding. But like, if the dollar keeps pushing, gold is not gonna magically flip bullish and continue to drive up. It's gonna consolidate. Okay, I'm gonna cancel my buy stop for now, fam. The dollar is very strong. I need to see the dollar slowing down a bit. And the only way I can re-enter is the hourly formation here. Which is in 30 minutes. That's the last chance. The 30-minute break. Sorry, the 30-minute close of the hourly candle. And then that follow through of the next hourly candle. And then you want the dollar to relax and chill the fuck out a little bit. Because otherwise gold is not gonna run. Most likely. Yeah. Yeah, this yeah, okay, I canceled the buy stop for now, fam. The dollar is absolutely going mental now. So I need to sit it out now for the next hourly here, for the next 30 minutes. That's gonna be the last entry possibility for me. The entry model is clear. The dollar needs to slow down here. So You get why. If this keeps going bananas, then gold is maybe not coming down, but it's definitely not going up either. Even though the entry model is great, if the dollar keeps pushing this hard, and this is why we use the correlations. We can't force. You know, you need to have the dollar on your side. If you want to go long on gold, we usually want to see the dollar being weaker. And because we had this important level here, which I expected somewhat of a reaction from, I think we did this already. I think this was that initial reaction right here. This was that reaction from the previous week very high. And this is the reason why gold came back up. So when the dollar comes down, gold goes up for sure, very aggressively. But when the dollar goes up, gold does not want to come down. That's interesting, right? So the only thing that we need to look at now is what is the dollar doing? And when is the dollar going to chill out? And if that happens and we flip it, then I think we are still on track. We just need to watch it level by level now. Look at that W formation from the dollar as well here. And it looks very strong. So it's very impressive how strong gold is holding here. Regardless. So I expect more consolidation if the dollar keeps going. But at some point you might say, okay, when do we flip bearish? When is it enough, right? Because this is a big move. And you can see clearly that the early previous weekly PoC is for sure highly respected. As you can see right now. Multiple candles into that level, closures above it, consistent closures. Invalidation of GJ, never broke the highs. Dollar won't stop until it takes the previous weekly high. The previous weekly high is sitting at 1047 on capital. That might be a great indication indeed. Keeping close down this level. So impressive. We got IP here, new member since just right now. Amazing, my G. Welcome. Let's see if we have a couple more introductions as well here. While we're waiting for gold to move along. We have Robert from Chile. Passion, enjoying every second of my life. Nice. G, positive energy, positive vibes, love it. Strategy is the Wyckoff and Vaughn profile. Goals, financial freedom. Taiga, 24 from Japan. A dentist. Strategy, price action, trying to get into LTA. My goals, use trading as a way to start becoming disciplined, both in the chart and in life. Want to travel the world while having an income. I like that one. I like that one. Lee from Michigan. A drummer. Escaping 9 to 5. Matt from Miami. Financial freedom, paying off debt and buy a house, tired of paycheck to paycheck. How will I do that? LTA, networking and getting in the trenches with you guys and girls to perfect our trading strategy. Stay disciplined and committed out there. We win together. Yeah, I love it. You know what I like? That there are some girls in our community that are absolutely killing it. Funny how that works. Because my audience is 95% men. But the girls that come into the group, that are verified, by the way. Verified women. They're killing it. I don't know what it is. It's more patient or something like that. They have... I don't know what it is. But it's something... They're killing it. Oh yeah, now we're gonna flip it. The hourly is in 22 minutes, right? So you bet that a lot can happen in 22 minutes. Closing below the very high, I doubt that. To be really honest with you, it's you know, it's pretty far. Pretty far away. Rafael says 95% loses, 5% wins. Is the live event only for LTA members? Yeah, 100% will be only for LTA members, of course. Oh. Yeah, 1 hour closure, fam. 1 hour closure. Does your strategy work in stocks? Give me a stock. I'm gonna draw some fixed levels. I want to see what's happening there. Tesla. All right, Tesla. Let me see. Yeah. Perfection. Especially on stocks, I like to work with swings. Swings on the 4 hour, swings on the 1 hour, fixed ranges. Rafael says buy stop is cancelled. Yeah, our buy stop is cancelled for now, okay? So we canceled, we had an order. We were waiting for our order to be executed for around, yeah, what, 30 minutes? More maybe. Yeah, no follow through here. The dollar was exploding. So obviously you're not gonna experience that. And now you see the dollar is slowing down, right? And it's now 10:30, so that's interesting. Around 10:30, we're slowing down a little bit. And now you see gold pushing up here. So I like to see that. I like to see that when the dollar comes up, gold is not coming down. It's holding above that level. But when the dollar comes down, gold is pushing. That's a good sign. However, is the dollar actually weak here, or are we just gonna, calm down and then potentially look for continuation here? Okay. So the only thing I'm looking at now is the 1 hour closure. A steep wick and a flip. And that's the last chance for gold. We're been hovering around the entry for a long period of time. But one thing I can say is that gold is not looking weak at all. Gold is looking pretty solid to me. Pretty strong actually. Because if gold was really supposed to come down here and roll over, then it already should have been the case. With the dollar pushing up that aggressively. The 10-year yield pushing up that aggressively. Especially when you combine it with our key levels. So it's more, for me, it's more now a question. Is this going to give us follow through or not? Or are we going to get into our entry and are we just going to, do this? That's kind of the thing that I want to avoid. Thank you for the 1.5k likes, fam. Appreciate it. We're 2 hours in. That's some consistency right there, my G's. Some real consistency right there. You guys are the best. The best. You know that. I know that. You know that. We know that. The LTA community knows that. When I'm fighting, I will be thinking about you guys. The moment I stand there in front of my opponent, LTA, baby. LTA. My LTA shirt. Take my shirt off. LTA. Some music in the back. Should I come up with this song? Wait. Should I come up with this song? Let me see what we have. Should I come up with this song? Sorry, this one. That would be so sick. That would be insane. Anyways. There we go. Did you trade that trade Elena shared with the dollar yen? It's killing it. Elena, no, I didn't take that trade. Oh man, yeah, you're right. That would have been the best trade. I'm streaming, so I didn't take the trade. Elena is killing it. She's exactly that example what I'm talking about with women in our community. There are a couple of really crazy killers. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet because she's relatively new. But I think she's one of them. I think she's gonna be one of them. She said dollar yen long. Looks incredible to me. It's getting there. I mean, we had the euro against the Australian dollar, right, in London. So we had a good trade in London already. A win is a win. How do you get to know whether a level is not good? Candle closures around it. So in this case, you know, we held above it, which was initially good. Our entry model did not play out. Why? Because the entry model was at the break of this high. We didn't break that high. So you had the 2 hourly candles here. If the third one would break this high, we would have been in a buy stop. Stop loss below the wick. It did came down, but what it did do, it kind of reclaimed it. So it closed above it again after tapping into one of our next levels. That's usually a good sign, a strong sign. But if the dollar keeps going, like it's doing right now, as you can see here, then it's going to be very hard for gold to push up. Yet the strength of gold holding here is pretty insane to me. Gold should have already been there. It has, you know, based upon the dollar right now and what you see right now currently breaking above. But the moment the dollar retraced a bit, we saw gold immediately recovering. So the 1 hour is the only shot if you close above it here for us to potentially sell in the bottom wick and flip it. So only gold trade I would be looking for. There is a reason why the dollar now is getting that rejection here again. That is usually again same thing. Yeah, good sign you could say, right? But the hourly is still not close yet. It's like gold doesn't want to go down. Yeah, exactly. Gold should have already been much lower based on what's happening. And the fact that it isn't is showing me that you know, when we're seeing the dollar slowing down here, gold making a move. Sellers definitely are you know, active, yet price is just not following through. So it has a very hard time with breaking below our key level. When buyers stepped in here, we managed to close above it with a lot of volume as well. Second one there as well. Delta was negative, yet price closed above it. Somebody's buying. Some passive buyer is buying up, aggressive sell orders. Yeah, this closure is gonna be key, man. This closure is gonna be super important. How reliable are PACs from a month ago? It depends on the range. So let's say you're in a big range, right? And you're trending down, or you're coming into a next zone, and you're getting into a range that hasn't been mitigated yet. It can be very effective. It all depends on the structure, right? This is also the structure. We're looking at a major range that set in a very strong high here. So this range set in this high. We're now actually testing this range. We tapped into it once, we expanded. We're now back at it again. So it's a real make or breaker for gold here. If you start breaking below the Sunday open, next level is the 2315. You break that, 2300. You break that, 2285. You break that. Gold is gold is not good. Can still be good for us, but not good on paper. Yeah, dollars. Look at that, man. You think, oh, the dollar is weak, right? And then no, no. Continuation to the upside. And gold is still holding above there, fam. It's still holding above our level. That's you have to understand that that's crazy. Yeah, we're waiting for this last closure, but this is pretty nuts. It's attracting buyers. Well, it's apparently also attracting sellers because the delta is negative here. So the delta is minus 500 right here. So it's actually attracting a bunch of sellers right now as well. It's very mixed, as you can see. So a lot of guys think that, you know, it has to come down. Yet it has no effect yet. So yeah, this is a great moment to look at the footprint chart, by the way, and to see what's happening. Because if you have a negative delta here and price is not coming down below your key level, what it in essence is telling me is that buyers are still practically in control. Somebody's buying up aggressive sell orders. Because if people are selling, right, somebody has to buy it from you. So if you're selling and price is not moving down, then somebody is buying it up and placing bids after that. So like price is just holding above it. So I'm very interested to see where we close this 1 hour. SlimFit says it's gonna come down, just not right now. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then yeah, maybe. But You never know. If the dollar just keeps going, at some point, gold has to break. It's like dollar cannot go up forever, and gold just, you know, cannot stay there forever. But I would not be able to short here. No way. Because shorting from here would mean, for me, yeah, would be really, really, really not smart. Why? Because if the dollar just at some point decides to just chill, then immediately my short will be invalidated. Like immediately. And I don't like to enter when the dollar is in the middle of a massive expansion. Because it's never singularity, right? It's always a expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion. In that retracement, we can get stopped out. If you would go short, one retracement, little retracement, we can get stopped out. Yeah, it's just that we're in a bigger range, okay? So we're still in a bigger trading range right now. All right, that's the main reason. So if you simply look, let's remove everything for a second, we put it back. It's practically the same thing as before, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have the consolidation here. You have the consolidation here on a bigger scale from Friday till Wednesday. We had a consolidation also here, okay? We have the consolidation here. We have the consolidation here. Like, we're just in that range. Once we're trending out of that range, we're gonna get a lot of amazing trading opportunities. For now, we have to trade within the range. We're trying to look in the range for our key levels here. And trade that from level to level. That's why it's the break of the early PoC, entry model 1, let's say, targeting the previous Sunday open. Still within that range, the top of that range. At some point, we're going to deviate out of the range. That means above the 2360 or below the 2334, which is the opening price of the week. It's going to be one of those. The more consolidation, the more the rally we got. Yeah, I agree. I agree, bro. Now, the best trades are also these trades right here. Let me show you one more time. So let's go to the 1 hour. You zoom out. This is what I like. This is incredible. So you have this one. You break out of it, you retest it, and you expand. Boom. You get into your long position. If you're thinking about holding a trade a little bit longer, then that's what you want to look for. Consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. It's that constant repetition. You see it happening a lot. Consolidation also down. Expansion, retracement, continuation. Consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. Consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. It's up to you to spot it. If you're looking at holding your position a bit longer and be on the right side of it. Okay, 1 hour closed. Where? On, oh my God. Above. It closed above it. The 30-minute is invalidated. It's actually still valid, but it's invalidated. The 1 hour now is showing you the bottom wick here. It's actually now here. It's no longer here, it's now there. So for some reason, the stop losses are getting tighter and tighter, and the risk to reward is getting higher and higher. Because we started here, we went to the 30-minute, we didn't see that follow through for the 30-minute. That was the entry there, and the stop there. We took that trade, right? We were in our buy stop for a while, we canceled it. Now you have an hourly setup on the break of this high, with your stop below here. If you manage to create the top wick or bottom wick here, you still hold really beautifully below or above that zone. And the dollar has closed now. Indeed, is there a chance we're going to manipulate the previous weekly high? That's the question. Or are we just going to get rejected here right now? And is this a moment for a retracement? If this is a retracement, gold is going to fly. So I wanted to actually, quit it here, but now that we closed above it, now that the hourly candle on the dollar has been closed, and that we exactly are now right here, this rejection point, right there, from this high, double wick on the dollar. And Jeff says, I think tomorrow will be the entry. Yeah. Tomorrow's another day. Today is still alive here. I'm gonna give it 15 minutes. And that's it. Because if the dollar decides to reject from here, then it gets very interesting. Like, it gets very interesting. Alexander, 20 years old, man, 20 years old, killing it already, all right? It's a pleasure being surrounded by so many high-value traders. I'm excited to dive deeper into trading with you guys and become the best version of myself. Been trading for a while now, however, this seems like a good opportunity to expand my trading knowledge and network with same-minded people. Let's fucking get it. Goals, traveling the world and taking care of my parents. Nice, see. Taking care of your parents is never a bad idea, my friend. It's never a bad idea to take care of your family, man. For sure. It's the best thing you can do as a son or a daughter is being able to take care of your fam. Bro, I lost my trade. Yeah, never enter too early, man. If you followed us, then like, yeah, you either see me enter or yeah. What can I say? It's that FOMO feeling of like I want to do it earlier than him or something. I really don't know what it is. I really don't get it. Nope, dollar is not stopping. Dollar is not stopping. I followed your steps, or you didn't follow my steps, otherwise you would not be in. It's pretty simple. Words like that's it can be very confusing. That's why people are entering too early. Yeah, come on. Just watch the fucking screen. Like, look at my terminal. Don't be a retard. Take responsibility. That's exactly what we talked about in our event today. We said, take full responsibility of what you do here. If you don't see me entering, I can say whatever I want. If you don't see me entering a trade, right? You know what? Even if I would enter a trade and it's a stop, we're gonna have stops at some point. We're at a 12 winning streak right now, but we're gonna have stops at some point. All right, is it then my fault also? Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. There we go. You see the camera feels it. So first of all, what I see is that we didn't take out any highs, by the way. At all. So it's impossible for us to enter because we didn't break the highs. So zero, there were no confirmations. Dollar is very strong still. Rary says I have to make $500 for passing my P1. I'm a little bit scared to take trades because I think it's so close if I lose it. Yo, I completely get this, my friend. I've been there many times before when you're reaching a certain goal and you're coming close to that goal. And they're like, now it gets scary, right? If you really trust your system, bro, that's all I can say, then you should trust yourself. Then where you currently are at, regardless of the percentage you have generated or made already in profit, like you are now, it's irrelevant, man. It should be completely irrelevant. I wish, you know what I really wish? That in MetaTrader, for example, or in whatever, you can just hide your balance completely, and that you can only work with percentages and with R's, and don't even look at your balance at all, and just take 50 trades according to our strategy exact. And that I don't even know how much money I would have or how much money I would make. That would actually be the best thing to do. So I wish we could find a system for that later on. And I think it could be it's probably available. I think if you are able to do that somehow, I know in TradingView you can do it. The only thing in TradingView is you still have your balance below. But I wish you could just say, you know, like this, trading, and then your profit and loss, and then only in ticks or in percentages. And then if you look at your account size, that it's hidden. Otherwise, why don't you trade direct on TradingView? I'm so used to MetaTrader now, man. I think most people trade on MetaTrader. Also, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Yeah. Why aren't you looking for sells? I'm looking for sells only below the Sunday open. I think there are so many guys trapped below this this zone here right now. I think we're building a tremendous amount of zones here. Liquidity as well. Dollar is pushing up so hard. Gold is pushing down a little bit. I'm surprised it's not way lower. That's one layer. If we get below the Sunday open, we would see like a weekly bearish, a weekly candle flip. So we would see something like this with a massive top wick. Yeah, man, that's the opening price for you. So if you see that, you know, you have that rejection here at 2360. We talked about that level yesterday. If you then see the flip on the Sunday open, you break below here, I think we could lead into that continuation quite aggressively. So I would look for shorts below. But I'm not convinced that we're just gonna go down yet. I would be surprised, let's put it this way. It could happen, I have no control over it. Unidimension says shorted gold at 23.44. I'm gonna close the position now. It looks dicey to me. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we are ready yet. I really believe that's going to be tough to short from. A tough spot to short from. Wei says something legendary. He says, no need to be nervous. The most nervous trader is the one who risk way too much. That's why risk management is key. Risk small once, stop loss it, it's okay. Forget, try it later. Yeah, I agree. That's why I have risk management for a reason. And let the spreadsheet tell you to increase it. That's my rule. So I'm waiting for the 50 trades. I'm going to double my risk after that. We said if we stay above the 75% win rate, then we're going to double our risk. So now we can lose every single trade, I believe. And we are at 76%. If we lose the next 3 trades, we're still at 76%. That's exactly where it should be. Exactly where it should be. So we're gonna guarantee increase our risk at 50%. 50 trades. Double our risk from there. So it has to come. Where can I get this Excel journal? If you want to have this too, you can go and click on the link in the description and you go to File. And you click on Make a Copy for yourself. Right there. And you delete all the orders and that should be good. You have one for yourself as well. Let's see. Do we think that gold is still going to make a move here? The dollar is now slowing down. We have around, in that gap, we have around, what, 70 pips also. And below here, it's 100 pips. So yeah, it's a significant difference for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this next 10 minutes, and if you close below it, I'm not gonna trade this buy stop any longer today. But every single time we managed to close above it, and even when price came down here, we managed to still close above it. If it happens again, it's a huge signal. Double the risk means double your lot size or double your leverage? Double the lot size. How much do you risk now? We're now at 2.5%. We will be at 5% per trade in 3 trades from now. And then another 50 trades, 50 to... Yeah, let's say 50 to 100 trades. I think 100 because you need more information. We're going to increase it again. 7.5. 10. Something like that. It depends on our on a couple factors. Because if we're that profitable and the strategy is that good and we're holding up so well and the trades are volume, like showing us the results, then why not? Why not? I just want to go into like what I need to experience is somewhat of a losing streak. I need to lose a couple times in a row to see what kind of effect this has. And then average it out to measure what the max risk is I can take. If you guys know what I mean. But you wanna capitalize max risk, but not before we have trade history on stream. Hey G, if I reducted it in Spanish and send it to you, would you have time to check it? Well, I need another Spanish dude that can then help me with confirming it. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, the ebook is gonna come in multiple languages for sure, fam. If it's really helpful to you, then we're gonna make it happen for you. And if you haven't downloaded the free ebook yet, like my goal is that, you know, what I would love to see is that you guys download the ebook, read it, test it, back test it for yourself, then join the live streams 4 days a week, then trade with me. Then we're all on the same page and I can guarantee you we're gonna make some money together. That's it. And if you're getting the hang of it, I want you to get into our private group and I want you to take things to the next levels there and be a representative of LTA. That's what's happening right now. And the results speak for itself, right? Enter model 1, enter model 2, enter model 3, soon enter model 4. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. With the, of course, the right confirmation. I should have called it the whatever. I should call it the sword entry. But I'm not that creative. So we're gonna stick with enter model 1. Or enter model 2. Or 3. So yeah. I hope you can respect that. EM1, EM2, EM3. Sounds pretty good though. Very simple, very effective. Don't get fooled by the names, all right? That doesn't give you guaranteed results, all right? It's the actual formation of the candle structures here that matters. There's a Sunday open approaching the dollar, Lorenzo. I think we're now back at the... Yeah, we're actually there now. We're actually at the previous Sunday open, at a previous Sunday open indeed. So it has a hard time, man. So I'm definitely not into shorting gold here. It's just holding up way too long. Even though it's pushing down, it should have been much lower. Where can I get you from your Excel file for trading statistics? Link in the description. And then you can click on file, like I said again, and make a copy. If you don't do that, then you cannot have one for yourself. You need to make a copy, and then I think you can download it and remove it. Can you tell me why we're analyzing in 1 hour time frame? Because we're looking at the candles after 1 hour, sometimes the 30 minutes, sometimes the 15 minute, it depends. It doesn't matter. Price is doing the same thing. We are just aware of the time frame here and of the move itself. Most importantly, the hourly closure is the entry model. It's in the 1 hour entry model. Most of our entries are on the 30 and the 50 minute, but we have an hourly sometimes. Not too often though. Are you trading 30 minute candle? My favorite is the 15 minute and 30 minute. I always use the 15 minute and the 30 minute. But it has to do mainly with the indicator, right? The limitless LTA concept, session breaks, indicator. Because it shows you very easy each individual day and also each individual week. So it's directly one full week. So you know exactly what happened yesterday and last week. I can say directly, okay, the high was there, the low was there, same as the weekly candle. I can directly see what a weekly candle looks like instantly. I can see what a daily candle looks like instantly on the lower time frame or in a medium lower time frame. Okay, I think we close below it, fam. On the 30, the 1 hour is still alive. Anything can happen in 30 minutes, but I don't think it's wise to wait for this right now. So I definitely not going to focus on the buy right now. Okay. At this particular moment. We had placed our buy stop for a while. We were waiting for 30 minutes to get activated. Did not happen. Price was hovering around. We are practically where we opened the stream. We're at the same price as where we opened the stream today. So yeah. Anyways, it's something we can't control, fam. So you know, tomorrow is the day where we have news. Price has to make a move tomorrow. Most importantly, it's the GDP. So my question to you guys. Are we going to take a news trade? I'm not sure if it's smart with the GDP though. Like we did it before. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Most of that was CPI and FOMC though. The GDP, you think we're gonna see a big move with the GDP? Because if that's the case, we need to take a trade before the news. Before, yeah, before the news, man. But Ansa says, if you want a loss, I mean, at summer we're gonna get a loss, yeah, that's true. But I don't think we have seen any loss yet from trading news this year. And if you do have a loss, we're gonna have something like this.
4, 3, 2, 1, boom! Whoa.
So that's gonna be exciting, right? That's gonna be exciting. Regardless. Okay, that might be something. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it tomorrow. If there is some news potential here. And if we're actually gonna make a move today, tomorrow. Finally. Alright. That's what happens usually when you're in a big range of consolidation here. Anything outside this range, it's bye-bye for gold. Just wanted to say that. Anything below the 2234 is potentially a breakthrough moment here. That's all I can say. For now, dollar is holding up very strong. You can see it every single time. When we tend to come down, we push up again. Very strong. Right? I'm very surprised how strong gold is holding for the dollar coming up that aggressively. Gold has been coming down. It's practically where we opened the stream. Whereas if you look at the dollar, when we opened the stream, that was around there in this range. So obviously I'm not looking for shorts here, because at any moment the dollar can just turn around and say it's enough. We had our expansion here after the manipulation or whatever, and we're gonna just tank. And if that's the case, gold is gonna come up again. And that's why I think the Sunday open is still a very, very important level to look at when price comes down. Because if price pushes down and it gets to the Sunday open and we're holding on that weekly support and the dollar takes out the previous weekly high and it starts getting rejected from there, you bet we might still be holding the SO here and just gonna bounce from it. I would really not be surprised that's the case. Come down, close above it, and do the same thing over again. It's all about timing right now. That's it. And boom. Thank you guys. We reached the 81K here. I think next time, tomorrow, we're going to do another giveaway because somebody donated on our stream. We never keep that. We always give that back. Okay. So keep a close eye on that one. Also, all the new members, man. Incredible, incredible session today we had during London. Very proud of you guys. I hope you guys come back tomorrow again. It's going to be very important. We're going to have multiple meetings for the new people. At the end of the week, we're going to have a big event also for everyone who is new. And then we're going to prepare you as the second wave within our LTA community. We're going to get you ready for the third wave that's coming later on. Step by step, the first soldiers are built and they're ready to help you out here. All right. Tomorrow, potential news trade. That's all I can say from now. Again, we tried. We had our buy stops set. No activation whatsoever. No follow through. No trade. At least we have... we placed the position. All right. Right above it. Was close though. Was close. All right. Keep a close eye on the Sunday open. And yeah, that's all I can say, man. Dollar is going for it. It's going for the highs. The previous weekly highs, potentially. Keep a close eye on that one. Okay. Nice. For the people that joined us today during London, amazing. Tomorrow there is no London session, I believe. We have Friday London session. All right. Saturday, another session. A big event. All right. Gonna be awesome. Okay, amazing fam. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for the dedication. And most importantly, that's how we win. All right. We have a win streak for a reason. And that is because we know exactly what you and I are looking for in the trade. If it doesn't occur and doesn't appear, no entry here. Even when we set our trade, you know where our buy stop was set. You had to break the highs. We need to break the highs. If you would have broken the highs, continuation. All right. That's it, G's. Let me say goodbye to you all. Study the ebook. Come back tomorrow to the stream. And also make sure that you are aware of it. Okay? That's what we want to see here. So thank you, man. Ooh. Ivy, thank you. I see you a lot on stream now. Keep it up, Ivy. Hope you're learning. Miguel, thank you, G. Welcome into our VIP. Fireburner. Nice. Elena. Assad. Tomorrow, new day, man. New trades. Whatever the case may be. LTA, baby. Let's go.